Hey everybody, Weston here with the Hidden Gibbon, and today I have just a little life lesson one for you. So, what you see here is a pile of commander decks, legacy deck, kitchen table magic deck, right? All in all, I've got myself about, at this point, like 55 commander decks. And when you have that much stuff, it kind of just all piles together and you need organizational tools. So when I first started playing Magic, and I'm sure like a lot of you, when I would make decks, the rubber band went on them. And boy, howdy do I cringe at the fact that I used a rubber band. Oh boy, that was bad. But rubber band on the decks. Then, for most of my career actually, in Magic, this is what we did. See this? Dragon Shield box. This is my kitchen table infinite life 60 card deck. I promise you my handwriting is normally better than that. This is how I kept most of my decks. And in the early days of EDH, that is what I used to do, is stick half in one deck box and half in the other deck box. And then I'd label it. And then I would tear a deck apart and build a new deck. And so then I'd have to scribble it out and rewrite it. But as I became an adult and more financially stable, and as I started, like when I had really expensive legacy decks and things like that, I started investing in deck boxes. And I don't have any of those original ones left. But as you can see here, this is what I have nowadays. And I want to talk a little bit about organizing. I know, nothing too glamorous here, but organizing your decks, right? So have you ever, for those of you who are like me and are just deck building addicts, have any of you, one second, sorry, I'm reaching for something. Oh, it won't fit. Never mind. Well, next video maybe. Have any of you ever had the issue where you're like, okay, I'm ready to play. You pack a bunch of deck boxes in, and then you're like, oh, well, shit, which one is which, right? Because sometimes you have more than one of the same color, right? Like, right here, Kratos and Giora are both red. And I also have Blanca, which is red. And I have several that are green and black and purple, etc. You get the gist of it, right? And so I invested in something that I would highly recommend. I invested in this little cheap label printer from Walmart, right? Pretty simple. And then I began labeling all of my deck boxes, and I have never looked back from that standpoint, friends. Keeping things organized like that on my shelf here, I have them not organized by bracket, but I have them organized, you're gonna laugh at me, by style of deck box. We have these square ones like this, which, by the way, I really like this brand. This is Dex Protection. One of my local game stores used to sell this brand, and I'm pretty sure I bought them out of them. But I really like them. I have a whole bunch of theirs. And then I have a whole bunch of these ones here that can hold tokens. This is also Dex Protection. This is my Azusa deck, right? Has a section here for tokens and accessories. Have a bunch of those. Yeah. But then you have Gamegenic. Gamegenic is actually what I've been buying the most lately, because one of the local gaming stores has them, and I really like these really efficient, not very fancy cubes. And then I just label the commander, and then I put what bracket it's in. For ones that don't necessarily have a bracket, right? Like this is Kilo, a precon, but I upgraded it with like 3 cards from Edge of Eternities. Not enough to make it bracket 3 or anything like that, but it does signify that it's upgraded. Right there's Ishtola, just a regular precon. That way, if I'm playing with some new people, I've got like 3 or 4 precons that I can bust out for people to play. I've got this old Ultra Pro deck box here with Kratos and Atreus in it. This one actually comes with a little dice tray on the bottom. It's pretty neat, right? And then I've got my Etsy deck boxes like this. 3D printed Etsy deck box here. Comes with a little token slot right there. Front facing. Yep. And then these, which I've kind of retired these for the most part. These are wooden ones I got off of Etsy. They're kind of cool though. So they've got a little flip up with little hinges. And they're made from real wood. And then the deck goes right in there. But I try to keep it all organized. Legacy deck here. I needed to move this into one because my Legacy deck is actually triple sleeved. It's got my 12 post has perfect fits, then Dragon Shield over them, and then Dragon Shield outer sleeves as well. But what I'm trying to get at is keeping your things organized in terms of your decks will just make it easier when you're trying to grab something on the go. I actually need to practice what I preach here for a minute. Let me switch cameras. See this? I got to work on that. All of that are rares, bulks, decks that are in partial construction. I needed a place to put them. I need a larger table and a larger thing to put them in. But this is massive amounts of cards, probably a few thousand on this little TV table. I used to have them all organized by color, then by set, but I don't have any of that anymore because I have a 2-year-old who knocked them all over once. So they are just, not organized currently, which it makes my life less than fun. But yeah, just wanted to keep this one short. What do you use to organize your decks? I've got a card catalog, actually, like card catalog shelves over there on my mini fridge in my office, and the only reason I haven't started using those yet is because I want to glue some felt on the inside of the wooden drawers, and I also want to have them more stable. Right now they're freestanding like little shelving units, and I kind of want to get them to a point where they're much more sturdy, right? Like they're not going to tip over, etc. like that. Maybe hang them on the wall or something like that. But let me know in the comments down below. I am actually looking for advice and ideas on this. And actually, here's a fun little one. What deck boxes do you use the most? Do you use Gamegenic? Do you use Quiver Time? Which I haven't gotten any others because they're not sold in our area, but I might have to order some online to see how I like those. Ultimate Guard. What's this one? This one is Arcane. Hold on. This one is Arcane Fortress. I really like this one too. Pretty neat little deck box. These Etsy ones. Do you like the 3D printed stuff? Let me know in the comments down below. As always, I'm Weston with the Hidden Gibbon, and I hope you all have a wonderful day.